Good morning friends. Today topic is BIGF, AIGF and LGTFC DG shipping exit exam question and answer part 6. Question number 101. Classification of burns and scalds includes following except. So they are telling how many degrees of burns. Question number 101. Option A first degree, option B second degree, option C third degree, option D fourth degree. The correct answer is option D fourth degree. Only first degree, second degree, third degree burns are there. There is no name called fourth degree burns. So for question number 101, option D is the correct answer. Question number 102. The accepted treatment for sprained ankle is option A. Remove the shoe and check the swelling by capillary reflex method. Option B. Keep the shoe on. Apply the ankle bandage for support. Elevate and apply cold. Option D. Have the victim move or walk as soon as possible to prevent stiffness. The correct answer is option C. Keep the shoe on. Apply ankle splint and apply heat if possible. So question number 102, option C is the correct answer. Question number 103. Find the incorrect statement from the following with respect to gas carrier gas detection equipment calibration. Option A. In simple terms, calibration means adjusting an instrument or piece of equipment to meet a defined specification. Option B. Calibration may also include the adjustment of the instrument to bring it into alignment with standard. Option C. Normally the chief officer assigned by master is responsible for condition monitoring and maintenance of all portable and fixed gas measuring instrument on board ship. Option D. The chief officer, however, cannot ensure that an adequate amount of correct grade of span gas is readily available. So the correct answer is option D, because it is the chief officer's responsibility to have proper inventory and order the gas bottle in order to measure your span calculation in your gas detectors. It is his duty. So he cannot ensure. That word is wrong. So this is an incorrect statement for question number 103. Question number 104. What is the question number 104? What is the type of gas detection system fitted to monitor the gas content of insulation space? Option A. Continuous measurement system using catalytic conversion type. Option B. Infrared type sequential measurement. Option C. Portable gas detection system due to mobility of this method. The correct answer is option B. Infrared type sequential measurement method. So it use a infrared rays, a sequential method to calibrate it. This is a successful method because the insulation space can be lack of oxygen, so the combustion method can fail. That's why we are using this method. So question number 104, option B is the correct answer. Question number 105. With regard to MARPOL, find incorrect statement. Option A. Annex 3, 5, 6 have incorporated into US law by the Act of APPS. Option B. The US incorporated Annex 3 by the HMTA Act. Although US has not ratified Annex 4, the US equivalent regulation in force as Annex 4. Option D. Annex 5 is represented by FPCA Act amended by CVA. The correct answer is option D. Annex 5 is represented by FPCA Act amended by the CMA. This one is the incorrect statement for question number 105. FWPCA, it is a Federal Water Pollution Control Act amendments. So this is a Federal Water Pollution Control Act. It is not represented Annex 5. Okay. Annex 5 is talks about the garbage. So different. So for question number 105, option D is the correct answer. Question number 106. For catalytic gas detection system on gas carrier, find incorrect statement from the following. Option A, the sensor component consists of pair of heating coils. Option B, the active element is embedded in catalyst. Option C, the reaction takes place on surface of catalyst with combustible gases reacting exothermically with oxygen in air to raise its temperature. Option D, the temperature rise results in change of circuit capacitance and would reflect as a readout of gas being detected. The option D is the correct answer. Here the temperature rise change is all depend upon the resistance. It is coated with the catalytic compound. Once the resistance vary, when there is a catalytic compound undergoes combustion, there will be temperature change. When there is a temperature change, the resistance will vary. That will give the value for the gas system. Okay, but here they mention capacitance. There is no circuit like capacitance. There is no bridge circuit. It has a two resistors. One is fully inerted, enclosed. Other one is exposed to the atmosphere. It will react and produce the value. For question number 106, option D is the correct answer. Question number 107. Where the monitor of the tank atmosphere done during cargo tank inerting operation? Option A, at compressor house near the cargo vaporizer. Option B, at vapor dome close to exhaust. Option C, at IG plant outlet. Option D, at loading sample point. The correct answer is option B, at vapor dome close to exhaust. So we are inerting the system, we are inerting the tank. So for inerting gas, inert gas will try to accumulate on the vapor side. When you are doing atmosphere monitoring of the tank atmosphere condition, when the cargo tanks inerting operations, we will check from the top of the tank, because bottom is filled with the liquid and also vapor of LNG, then it is of your inert gas. So in the top you can see it. Then we measure. So in the dome only we will measure. For question number 107, option B is the correct answer. Question number 108. IMO has provided guidelines to protect seafarers. Identify the incorrect statement. Option A. IMO guidelines on fair treatment are not voluntary, and the rule must be mandatory if are to serve as true protection. Option B. The IMO guidelines on fair treatment of seafarers in the event of maritime accidents. So the correct answer is option A. See, IMO guidelines is not voluntary. The incorrect statement. The rule is mandatory if it serves true protection. So it is not that all rules are mandatory with respect to protection, or we are not a judge to verify that there is true protection or not. So IMO guidelines is a voluntary process, but the rules are mandatory one. Okay. Question number 108, option A is the correct answer. Question number 109. Following proper testing procedures, find the incorrect statement. Option A. Catalytic and combustible type gas sensor do not have a limited operating life. Option B. It is important that regular training is carried out to ensure that crew members are familiar with this instruction. Option C. If during testing, if the gas sensor shows readings outside the specified tolerance, the manufacturing instructions for correcting this should be followed. Option D. The calibration and maintenance instruction should be included in PMS and posted near gas detection panel. The correct answer is option A. Catalytic and combustible type gas sensor do not have a limited operating life. This is an incorrect statement. So it is a answer for question number 109. Here, combustible gas sensor, which use the filaments, catalytic sensor, which use the catalytic compound. These have the life period. They have some life period. They have the expiry date. So it's not a lifelong. You can use it. So it do not have a limit. So it has a limited operating life. That's why we are giving to calibrate, treat, change. What are the maintenance we are carrying out? So for question number 109, option A is the correct answer. Question number 110. Find wrong statement with respect to LNG ship security and risk assessment. Option A. The most likely hazard to people and property from LNG carrier is the thermal hazard from LNG fire. Option B. Cryogenic and fire damage to an LNG ship were also identified as concern that could cause additional damage to LNG cargo tanks following an initial cargo tank breach. Through the additional impact on public safety would be limited. Option C. Accident event resulting in spillage of 12,500 meter cube of LNG are expected to provide an ignition source such that the whole fire occurs and the likelihood of large ignited LNG is likely. Option D. The 37.5 kilowatt meter square and 5 kilowatt meter square values are thermal flux values commonly recognized for defining the hazard distance for LNG. The correct answer is option C. Accident event resulting in spillage of 12500 meter cube of LNG are expected to provide an ignition source such that the whole fire occurs and the likelihood of large ignited LNG is likely. It is not about the quantity. The LNG, whatever you are releasing, immediately it will not catch fire because its flammability range is 5 to 15%. So when it is coming to the atmosphere, contact with the atmosphere, it is already get enriched more than the 15%. So it will not overreach above the LFL, so it will not catch fire. Once the cloud varies and when it is move away from its range and in this long process where the ignition source is plotted to it, that range might be within of 5 to 15% flammable range. Immediate release from the manifold or from the ship, that location will not catch fire immediately. It doesn't depend upon the quantity. It's depend upon the rate of LNG release and the flammability range. It is not immediately fire hazardous, but it will catch fire at a range away from your ship. You can, if you see in surf in the internet, you can see the drawing. It's give very clear explanation. So for question number 110, option C is the correct answer. Question number 111. STCW convention requires following. Find incorrect statement. Option A. STCW certificates are designed according to crew function performed and type of vessel. Option B. The crew COP certificate of provisions. Requirements for them to be able to work on gas carrier. Option C. All officers working on gas carriers must have basic training for officers on liquefied gas tanker cargo operation. COP. Option D. Ratings engaged on gas carriers need not have specialized training other than the basic safety trainings and familiarization upon joining the ship. The correct answer is option D. It is an incorrect statement because the ratings required specialized training, same like your gas tanker OCTFC, OTFC, or chemical tanker OCTCO, OCTFC. For gas tanker LGTFC, it is required for all crews. That certificate is required. That is a specialized training. That is required. It is mandatory. So for question number 111, option D is the correct answer. Question number 112. gas carrier pollution intervention guidelines and regulation under US laws. Find the incorrect statement. Option A. LNG and LPG products are not considered to be hazardous substance under any US environmental regulations. Option B. The liability of any accident discharge of LPG and LNG is governed by the state law or general principles of maritime law. Option C. CERCLA. The Comprehensive Environmental Response, Compensation and Liability Act excludes LNG LPG products in the definition of a hazardous substance. Option D. The Clean Air Act as amended in 1990 regulates the accident release of certain hazardous substances including LNG LPG from ships. The correct answer is option D. The Clean Air Act as amended in 1990 regulates the accident release of certain hazardous substances including LNG and LPG. This is a wrong statement because the Clean Air Act is as per the United States primary federal air quality law intend to reduce and control air pollution nationwide. So it talks about the air pollution and the method to control the air pollution. It doesn't talk about the accident release of your LNG or LPG from the ship. So for question number 112, option D is the correct answer. Question number 113, for ships, IMO requirement does not include option A. PFSP, Port Facility Security Plan. Option B. SSP and SSO, Ship Security Plan and Ship Security Officer. Option C. SSAS, Ship Security Assignment System. Option D. Security Equipment. For question number 113, option A. This is not in PFSP is not included in IMO. So for question number 113, option A is the correct answer. SSAS is Ship Security Alert System. Okay. Next question 114. Question number 114. Identify incorrect statement with respect to LNG ship safety and security risk. Option A. As a result of 9/11, IMO agreed to new amendments to SOLAS 1974 addressing port facility and ship security. Option B. In 2003, IMO adopted ISPS code. Option C. ISPS code requires to develop security plan for port and ship. Option D. Cargo ships 200 GT and above, including all LNG vessels as well as port servicing, those regulated vessels must adhere to the IMO and SOLAS regulation. So option D is the incorrect statement. It is irrespective of the ship size. Okay, cargo ships. It doesn't say the 200 GT. So for question number 114, option D is the correct answer. Question number 115. Find the incorrect statement with respect to terminal and port regulation that affect gas carrier operation. Option A. The terminal regulation defines the standard of LNG carrier must comply with to be subject to the compatibility study process for acceptance by terminal. Option B. The terminal regulation should be read in conjunction with the maritime safety regulation and other applicable laws. Option C. The terminal regulation may require the port to keep in copy to all written communication between the LNG carriers and terminal operator. Option D. The terminal regulation cannot be part of national law but serves only commercial requirement for the terminal and the port. The correct answer is option D. Because it is an incorrect statement, the terminal regulation should be the part of the national law. It cannot be a separate law. It is not only concentrated on the commercial part, it also concentrates on the safety of the ship, safety of the port, safety of the person and security all over it. So option D is the correct answer for question number 115. The statement is wrong. Question number 116. What is not part of LNG security in water? Option A. In the US, USCG requires additional security measures based on a location-specific risk assessment for LNG shipping. Option B. Inspection of security and carrier loading at port of origin. Option C. On-board escort to destination terminal by USCG sea marshals. Option D. 90 hours note of arrival, notice of arrival of LNG carrier. For question number 116, option D is the correct answer. It is not 90 hours, it is 96 hours as per US law. Okay, that is a requirement, US law requirement. So, option D is the correct answer for question number 116. Notice of arrival has to be given 96 hours, not 90 hours. Question number 117. For classification rule, identify incorrect statement. Option A. A classification society is a government organization which forms a integral part of shipping industry and is often referred to as class. Option B. It establishes and maintains standards for construction classification of ships according to technical rules. Option C. Classification society conducts survey of ships and structures during process of commissioning and construction. Option D. Classification society will periodically survey vessels in service to ensure that they continue to comply with the rules and regulation. The correct answer is option A, because classification society is a private organization. It is not a government organization. Okay. So option A is the correct answer for question number 117. Question number 118. Why would flexible hoses are preferred over hard loading arms for small scale LNG bunker vessels? Option A. Difficulty faced during connection and disconnection of loading arm. Option B. Better compatibility with receiving vessel. Option C. Flexible hoses are more robust. Option D. Loading arms are more suitable at terminals. The correct answer is option B, because it is better compatible with receiving ship. Because this is not why it means that maybe you are using from the small scale LNG bunker vessel. The vessels for the terminal point, that means the discharge point, manifold points, will be at two locations, and height draft of the vessel also continuously vary. One ship will be loading, another ship will be discharging. So the bunker vessel draft will vary very fast before bunkering and after, before giving bunker or after giving bunker, and this may lead to cause disconnection of hoses and movement of hoses can happen. To overcome this, flexible hoses are more compatible in it. Question number 119. In ships, ESDS, emergency shutdown switch, an automatic electrical system which energizes ESDS due to temperature change of the sensor fitted at each tank dome and at both manifold platform is known as option A. Automatic fusible element. Option B. Automatic push button. Option C. Infrared gas detection system. Option D. Automatic heat sensor. The correct answer is option A. Automatic fusible element. When it reaches a temperature, this fusible element will disconnect and it will activate the ESDS switch. So it will close the circuit. The circuit will be open, so ESDS will be get activated and the fusible element breaks. Same like your fuse. For question number 119, option A is the correct answer. Question number 120. Highlight the true sentence. Option A. Bunker transfer by STS is considered most suitable for all types of ship. Option B. Use of flexible hose is not suitable for PTS bunker transfer, that is port terminal. Option C. SIMOPS complicate all type of bunker transfer. Option D. Hard loading arms are most competitive than flexible hose. For question number 120, the correct answer is SIMOPS complicate all type of bunker transfer. Option C is the correct answer. SIMOP is nothing but simultaneous operation or multiple independent operation that occurs on location at the same time. That is, multiple operation occurs at the same time. so that will complicate the mention SIMOPS. For question number 120, option C is the correct answer. Okay friends, if you like my video, please like. If you want to have seen more upcoming videos related to the marine field and exit exams, please subscribe my channel. Any doubts, any clarification, any suggestions, always welcome in the comment box. Thank you.